Hello, hello, hello to all of my amazing Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Leos, this is, again, happy Monday to each and every one of you, Leos. We're going to be talking about decadence today. Yes, decadence. We're going to be talking about decadence. So, decadence, derived from the Greek word decanoi, which is actually taken from the Egyptians, right? Okay, let's keep it 100. Right, so it was taken from the Egyptians, but a decanoi is, decadence is astrological signs that are divided into 3 parts. So 10 days apart, right? So you got 30, 31 days. I think February has like 28, 29, whatever days in the month. But again, it's separated into 3 parts, right? And every sign, depending on your birthday, has a ruling planet and it has a sub-ruling planet. So no matter what, you're still a true Leo, okay? So, but the sub-ruling planet adds like an extra oomph to it, like some more characteristics. So, for instance, let's get into it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Leos when it comes to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my caring, out here living a great life, optimistic, natural leaders who are kind and protective, loyal, honest, vivacious. Yes, humorous, cheerful, warm-hearted, generous, passionate, creative lions, gods and goddesses. I am talking to you, Leos. Your ruling planet is the sun. It's the largest star and it never goes retrograde. It even illuminates the moon. Hello. So even when people think that you're sleeping, you're still shining. So you want to go back and check the first decadence if your birthday falls between July 23rd through August 1st. I'm talking to you. This is the second decadence. With your birthday falls between August the 2nd and August the 12th. Remember I said it's 10 days apart. So the first decadence, which is, that video will be up and I'll make sure I mark it and I'll add the dates and stuff so you can go look it up, watch that video just in case you know and you want to share the video with other people. But so the second decadence, again, if your birthday falls between August 2nd through August the 12th, your keyword is expansion. It's expansion, right? So the first decadence was self-expression, but your keyword is expansion, which is great because your sub-ruling planet is Jupiter. Yes, the planet of expansion. Here we have the Queen of Swords. Yes, we have the 10 of Wands. Let me see if I can move just so it makes sure just, so it's not blurred. All right, and then we have the Magician card, right? Which is attached to Mercury. We also have the 6 of Cups. We also have the Temperance card, which is attached to Sagittarius, which is one of your sister planets, one of your sister signs, excuse me. Did I say planet? I'm thinking planet as I was thinking about Mercury. But Mercury is actually Virgo and Gemini's ruling planet, and then Temperance, right? So that's Sagittarius. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, right? So I'm seeing a lot of money in your cards, right? At least 8 streams of income. When I talk about expansion, I'm talking about expansion. Jupiter, being your sub-ruling planet, is the planet of expansion, right? So Jupiter is the planet of, it not only is this the largest planet in the universe, it is also like I said, the planet of good fortune, good luck. So a lot of things actually come to you, like things come to you very, very easily. And so what it means, so the expansive planet Jupiter co-rules your decadence with your sun, right? With the sun, Leo's sun, right? And so not only are you shining, it also accentuates intellectual and visual visionary qualities, right? And so it means that you have the ability to dissect problems and see immediately what needs to be done, and it gives you the authority, and others respond to that authoritative energy that you bring. You just walk in the room and everything about you just screams leader, right? Everything about you is screaming expansion. So I'm looking at least 8 streams of income for you, at least 8 streams of income. Let me say that one more time, at least 8 streams of income that you are creating, right? Because you're a creator as a God, right? You're creating the life that you want. I'm looking at very clear messages coming through to you, Leo. Very clear messages coming through to you. So you're sitting in a boardroom or you're sitting on a Zoom call or whatever. Messages are quickly coming through to you. Not only that, you're connected to your highest self. And this is a reading I'm doing this general reading for you while I'm explaining decadence. So all of this is tying in together, right? So you're also ambitious, but not just for money, right? So yes, when I say at least 8 streams of income, it's not all about just money for you. You want to know more. You want to gain intelligence, right? You want to gain more intelligence. And so while you can do manual labor, you much prefer mental pursuits, right? So you're a really, really good person to have those intelligent conversations. You like, in other words, you're a person that is focusing on, working smarter. You're a hardworking person, but you work smart as well, right? So again, you're very, very protective of your energy, very protective of your energy, the Queen of Swords. So when the Queen of Swords is sitting on the throne, nobody sees the stab marks, people stabbing the Queen of Swords in the back. And I'm talking to both men and women, however you identify. Sitting on their throne with the sword in her hand, listening first to her highest self, right? Her highest self is like a flame, like the person is sitting in a circle with flame around them, right? Because the Sagittarius is a fire sign. But so anybody that tries to come up against this person right here is already purified. They've already been through the fire. You see what I'm saying? Already been through the fire. And so they're listening to their highest self first and foremost. Yes, they're getting clear messages. If you come close to this person, and this is the air in you may have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your chart. But this person right here is like very friendly, very approachable. They are a thinker. Like air signs are highly, highly intelligent. So you're tapped fully into the Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in you. You're like, I'm protecting my energy. I'm not guarded, right? Because I'm listening to my highest self. I already know before you open up your mouth who you are. I already know that, right? Because again, it's not just about money for you. It's not a person that's going to go into a bad business deal because it's just all about the coins, right? For you, it's like, okay, let me make sure I think this thing through. I am a thinker. Let me make sure I keep on my thinking hat. And that's going to garner you a lot of currency, a lot of that energy, right? A lot of you all have been this way since you were a kid. Like you were a thinker, like always thinking. Like even choosing careers where people love being around you because not only are you a rich person, right? Rich financially, able to create income for yourselves and live the life that you want, like really living a great life, but you're also a smart person. Like people love being around smart, but not arrogant people, but just, that you're smart. Like when people come to you, it's not like you're just textbook thinking. You really learn how to think outside the box, that kind of energy, right? You've acquired a lot of wisdom and knowledge on your journey. So you are well enlightened, right? You've acquired a lot of wisdom and knowledge along your journey. So this is really, really good. So this is why I wanted to really, I'm going to break every single sign down by decadence because I really want everybody to like really, really live in their truth. Your keyword, like I said, as a Leo who's born between August 2nd through August the 12th, is expansion. You're a smart person. You're a thinker. People love to be around your energy. You are healed because the sun heals people, right? And I mentioned this also in for the reading for the first decadence that the sun heals people. It offers you vitamin D. Who could live without the sun? I mean, for real. Like if the sun ever really, really went away, the whole planet would freeze. Everybody would freeze to death. But anyway, here we go. What else do we have here? Yeah. So when we're looking at the death rebirth card right here, so for you, this is attached to Scorpio. For you, you have no problem with death rebirth. Like that just means like you're not a person that is going to You see the bigger picture, right? So if relationships end, you look at it as a rebirth. Okay, well, you know what? And you're still keeping your vibrations high. I'm going to keep my vibrations high. That relationship fell by the wayside. Okay, I'm still thinking about expansion because I've already seen things ahead of time. The beautiful thing about sitting up high here on this throne is that you get a chance to see everything across the nation. Like the vision that I'm getting right now is somebody sitting up on the throne, and you're, as far as your eyes can see, that's just how many people that you can see out in a distance, right? But you actually are able to see into people's past lives and like really see if you like, you can see where they came from and also where they're going. Like it's so much deeper than just seeing a person on the surface. So you're okay with some relationships. Like you can already tell, in other words, you can already tell like this relationship is good for like this business deal. But once this business deal is over, you know, I'm going to go my way. That person is going to go their way. It's going to be no hard feelings, right? I can tell like, and this is things that you've been able to see since you were a kid, right? So since you were a kid, you're like, okay, this is my favorite cousin, but I can see that when we get older, I'm going to take my path and they're going to take their path, and we probably won't reconnect. And if we do, it really won't be on the same frequency, that kind of thing. So you're okay with death, rebirth. You're not a person that's just going to be like, oh my God, that relationship is over. You know, with every death, rebirth, guess what happens? You become even more enlightened, and you take away wisdom and knowledge, and you're okay with that. You're really okay with that. You still have a big heart. You're very compassionate. Your energy is really balanced out. Your heart is really balanced out, and so you constantly have breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough, because again, your sub-ruling planet is Jupiter, planet of expansion, right? So that's, I mean, and look, you have the ability to manifest a great deal of money. Yes, you have the ability to manifest a great deal of money because you're, again, death, rebirth, the number 9, which is a regenerative number. You're able to bounce back quickly from a death because you look at it as a rebirth, okay? One thing is removed from my life because it's making room for what? Expansion, something larger coming. So you're not staying stuck on, you know, well, this, you know, this thing happened, so, you know, I'm not going. And this is even being a fixed sign, because some fixed signs, all fixed signs, it depends on the decadence. Some people that are in that fixed signs, that would be you, that's Aquarius, that's Scorpio, that's Taurus, can sometimes be fixated on the who, what, when, where, and why, especially when a relationship comes to an end. Not just a romantic relationship, a family relationship, a work relationship, or whatever. But in this case right here, for this decadence right here, if your birthday falls between August 2nd and August 12th, your focus is on the larger picture, expansion. Like, I've been stabbed in the back, but it had to come through some hardships. I've been stabbed in the back so many times, I actually earned this spot to sit up on this throne. So I'm not getting off this throne. I'm listening to my highest self. I'm listening to God and my ancestors. Yes, I can still have a big heart. I'm still very friendly, but I'm balanced out, right? Because look, you had to go through this. You had to go through many nights of tears, crying, frustration, and then out of that death, of having that broken heart, was your own rebirth. So now that you've been reborn, you're like, okay, I'm never going back to that person. It's only ascension from here. Plus, I know I have my ancestors all around me protecting me. And look, you're sleeping much better. Your death rebirth was like an amazing thing that happened for you. And so you are sleeping much better right now, because you're like, you know what? I got it. I had to go through all that heartache and pain. I had to go through losing people, like in the physical realm and in the spirit realm. I had to lose a lot of people. Not only that, like the whole time you were going through that, you're getting messages from a loved one who has transitioned. And I'm talking about somebody who was buried or cremated or something, but you're getting messages from that loved one helping you on that journey along the way, right? Every time you shed a tear, it's like, you know what? It's going to get better. This is part of your purpose. This is part of your journey, right? You see what I'm saying, Leo? You had that family member, somebody with, like I said, had Sagittarius in their chart, or they could have had Scorpio in their chart, or even Gemini or Virgo in their chart, constantly giving you messages, constantly saying you're going to be okay. Hey, leave situations. You know, this is a rebirth for you. They're constantly telling you there's greater on the horizon, greater on the horizon. So this is great, right? This is great. So let's pull an oracle card for you and see. Again, going through the different moon phases, from the new moon to the full moon, this is where, again, you're going to just be magnificent, right? You are going to recognize that, guess what, some relationships are going to end, but you're not stressing over, you're not pressed over. You're like, okay, I see expansion. Once this thing ends, hey, I'm on to the next, greater. So this is nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice, right? So here we have Oracle card, health checkup, right? Do a health checkup, right? You want to make sure, so when you're doing health check, okay, because, hold on, 2 + 6 is 8, right? That's the money exchange number, right? You go watch my video on number 8. But again, for you, it's about expansion, right? You're a very intelligent person. Money just comes to you like crazy because you have a big heart. People are, but it's that thing, like, people will be more affected by you leaving them than vice versa, right? Because you're rooted and grounded in knowing exactly who you are. And so if you finally decide, okay, I need to end a relationship because I'm looking at a rebirth, it's not like you take it so personal or like take it to heart. You're like, okay, I'm very compassionate, I have a big heart, I love people hard, but I understand that when a relationship needs to end, it just needs to end, and I'm moving on. And I know that God is going to replace it with something greater. You see what I'm saying? Good. All right, so that is what I have for you, Leos. Again, this is for the second decadence, and we're moving on to the third, so go check that video out. So if you know some other Leos that fall between the dates that's the decadence is different from yours, share that video with other people, right? If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below, or go to queenamunra.com. All right, bye.